Hello everyone, and welcome back to UK Survival. It's finally the weather. The summer is here. It's what's here at the moment. It's 10:30 in the morning, and it's about 20 degrees in Norwich, inside my local woods where I do all my filming. Sort of on here itself, you can see a few resembles of a few older videos sort of scattered around. But today, I thought I'd bring you along a little haul video, and also a sort of gear testing of the haul at the same time, from Poundland. Okay, so a while back I did a video with myself and my son Jacob in this exact woods where we are now, and the shelter we built is literally right behind me. See the yellow bit? I don't know if you can see it, I'll show you later on. Well, we went to Poundland with £10 and we bought equipment to survive 24 hours with food, shelter and water, and utensils to actually do that. Yeah, we proved we could do that with Poundland. You proved we did it over budget. So I thought, okay, so I went around with Poundland again a few weeks ago, and I found their summer line of products have just come out. Their camping sort of line of products have just come out. So I thought, what's best? I bought every single thing I could see from the shop to do with outdoors, camping, survival, bushcraft, sort of stuff, and place it inside this nice big bag. And what I thought I'd do today is show you what you can get from Poundland, and then because we're out in the woods, we're going to do a few tests on this sort of stuff to see how it fares up and what you can actually do with it itself. So let's dive into this bag now. Just say everything inside here did cost £1. You know in Poundland sometimes things cost £3 or £5 because it's a pound thing, denominator. Everything in here costs £1. So let's turn the camera around now, let's dive into this bag and we'll see exactly what we've got inside the bag. Okay then, so we've got a nice big bag of goodies which is just here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get each of the bits out in turn and have a little quick look at it. But for now I'm going to move the bag just out of shot to just a bit of surprise sort of product what's going to come out. Also this is sorts of distractions as well, so let's just move this just to here. And now the first item which I'm going to put in the bag, I don't know what's going to be put out, is going to be, oh, how convenient is this? Yeah, it's a ground tarp. So this is a ground sheet. It's a 2x1 or 2 meters by 1 meter, and it has 6 eyelets inside it. It's green. The packaging sort of on there. It's £1. So let's have a quick look at this and actually see how this fares out. What I might do is just put this on the floor, sort of. So let's have a look. So it's grey on one side, we've got green on the other. We do have some eyelets. They are metal eyelets, so they seem to be fairly secure into the sheet itself. But if I wanted to just pick this down here, so really what I might do is when I open up the products, I'll just put them here on the floor so people can see them. Let's just move this out. We've got a nice, fairly big tarp. I say I'm less than 2 meters, so this is actually a good enough tarp for me to lay on if I was going to use it as a survival thing or any other sort of system I want to lay on the floor. This is actually perfectly adequate size for me to lay down on there itself. Over these videos you're going to see some overlays as well of me using this product, so just to give you some idea what it actually really looks like, and just better overall feel of the equipment we're actually using. But for this section I'm just going to bring the stuff out at the same time as well. So it's got 6 eyelets, green on one side, grey on the other, so it may be a reflector sort of thing. It's slightly it's got like a glossy sheen just over the top of it on there. So that is my first item I got out of Poundland. So the next item we'll get out of here is going to be stuff. I think there was something to go with this if I can find it. No, can't find it. Okay, so the next item we're going to pull out of here is a metal water bottle. So this one holds 500 mils. and it's actually called a water bottle. I don't agree with going outside without bringing water in an empty water bottle, so I filled this up before I came here, and I've walked in 15 minutes to get here, done throw the bag around, drove around, and the water is still inside of the bottle. It's still fairly cool. So we'll open it up. It's got a O-ring seal just to hold it inside. We've got the water here. And it doesn't have that, you know, sometimes you get those metal bottles, sort of weird taste. I didn't get that taste with it that time, so that's a nice refreshment sort of thing. And it also came with a little ring pull as well. Don't really get to do with that because it's not that exactly strong. You might attach a carabiner. I know some people like to attach water bottles outside their bags in case they spill and that sort of stuff. There is a hole on the top there to allow you to put a ring pull to a carabiner if you wanted to do so. I'm talking about carabiners. Here we go. They also had a packet of 4 carabiners. So if you want to go down that route, you've got the carabiners in here. So let's open this up. So I've got the 4 carabiners. I'll just put 3 down over there, and the old carabiner test. They actually clip over. They're not for climbing purposes. There's no weight. They're flat on one edge, and if you want to, you could just clip it on there and hook it on something. So you do have that option to play with. So you got 4 carabiners. Right, the next product we're going to look at is going to be, I'll sit myself around a little bit better on this log. It's going to be the fold away a backpack. It's 30 centimeters by 40 centimeters. So all this stuff they've got is actually from the holiday shop. It's the new brand for this year. So last year their main brand was Peak. This year their brand is the holiday shop. So we've got here, it says lightweight and splash proof. Oh, it's nifty. It comes with a nifty little bag, so you could just shove this into a pocket. Sort of coming on here. Let's open it up. So we've got a zipper, this reverse zipper, which is quite strange. You can't actually pull it over because it's back to front, so that's a little bit awkward to play. But I open it up. I see, so that reverse zipper looks like it becomes the outside pocket. Oh, got a bit of thing stuck in that one. Bit of strapping stuck in there. The outside pocket. And this looks like it's the same bag in which my son played with last year when we done that. So it fared up a trip. He's still got the bag now, and the bag's still going. The zips hasn't gone yet. He's used it a couple of times. But I've just gone and broke it because my zip got trapped inside the webbing. I just tried to pull the webbing out and just snapped the zip. So they're not the most durable bags in the world, but if you just want to have a small little bag to throw away, you know, sometimes when you go to like theme parks and you don't want to carry anything major, carrying things around, you know, get all the goodies and that. Maybe a little bag like this for £1, stored up inside that little pouch, shove it in your pocket all day. At the end of the day, when your kids are buying all the souvenirs, you can bung them inside a little backpack and carry it over there. But itself is not that durable sort of thing, but it does fit. My son's got a 10Cs, Dave Canterbury's 10Cs from Poundland, actually inside my bag, and it still works fine now. So we've got that, which is just there. Right, the next thing I'm pulling out from the shop from Poundland. So you see this is the old company. It's called Peak Trail. So this is obviously lines left over from last year, but this is a bungee carabiner. So let's open this up. Let's try to pull some of this out. Okay, so we've got a bungee carabiner. The package, 100 centimeters, so it's 1 meter long. So we've got 1 meter. So you could, if you needed to, find a tree or something and attach these carabiners to this and put your tarp over the top of it. So that is one option you could do. Or you've got strapping stuff to the outside of bags, or holding stuff down, load straps. There's a whole load of things. It's done up by some tape, So it looks like it's not been spliced. It doesn't look like it's been spliced. It might have a little bit of splicing underneath the tape, then it's been taped over afterwards. The carabiners seem to be, they're not heavy load ones, so don't put a lot of weight on them, but I'm trying to see how far I can stretch it. There's not too much stretch in it, but yeah, fully stretched out is my whole length from my body, so you probably just, it's probably going to just, I'm 164 centimeters, so that's about all you're going to get out of it after it's sort of stretched. But another little nice nifty product to use if we want to use it in the outdoors. Right, the next thing we had from Poundland was 3 travel bags. Again, I've used these are from last year, so they've been out again. We've got a little pink one, a yellow one and a green one. The pink one has a zipper. Has a little zipper just to put things in. I think these are splash proof. They're not waterproof. They are nowhere near waterproof. They'll be splash proof. They recommend this one for your toiletries. This one's a drawstring bag. Yeah, so on the packaging they recommend putting your socks and pants and sort of thing in there, or swimwear. And then you've got another drawstring bag sort of on the top there. So these are really good bags for putting your swimming towels and that sort of stuff in. Or if you just haven't got any bags, any bag is better than no bag inside your camping kit, just to keep things a little bit more protected. So for £1 you can get 3 little bags you can put things in, which are a bit better than actually using bin bags. Right, so the next thing we've got, again for the old franchise from last year, Pig Trail, this is a poncho, which is one size. There's 2 inside here. I haven't, so they're not too bad. I think they're they're flimsy plastic. You know, the disposable ones you can buy at shows when you're watching. I had one of these when I went to Edinburgh Tattoo a couple of years ago, where it started pouring out rain, and then we just had to have a couple of these little things in our pockets, and they worked quite well, kept us dry. But all they really are is like a really cheap, lightweight plastic bag, which you just throw over the top of you. Give you a little bit of protection, but some protection is better than no protection. You could open them out and make a little shelter out of them, but they are very, very flimsy, so you do need to be very of what you're going to be doing with them if you're going to use it for some sort of shelter. Maybe a ground cover on that to get a little bit of element from the dampness of the ground. But you do get 2 of those, so they work out 50p each. Right, the next thing we've got is a knife, fork and spoon set. Well, I actually really did like this knife, fork and spoon set, because having cutlery anywhere you go is always a bonus, and having a knife, fork and a spoon, which I prefer a knife, fork and spoon over a spork. Yeah, it's like the old sort of saying that a spork, yes, it can do all 3 things, is one thing to carry, but you can only use a spoon at one time, you can only use a fork at one time, you can only use a knife at one time. What if you've got things you want to cut up? You've then got to get out a Bushcraft knife or something else to cut it up. So having a fork and a knife is actually a nice little thing over there, and they don't weigh anything. They're a bit, they don't weigh that much. They all pack into each other, so they take the same amount of space up as a spork. And if you lose one, you've still got the other one, haven't you? Yeah, if you lose your spork, that's it, you lost everything. Now, for £1, knife, fork and spoon set. Go with the old utensil sort of thing. We've also got a camping mug. Yeah, I love camping. So we're going to make a brew later on, hopefully, and just drink out of this and see how well it holds hot water and how it fares. But you can't really go far wrong with a metal camping mug. If push comes to shove, you could cook with it. I think it's probably aluminium sort of thing, so aluminium is not the best thing to drink out of due to the aluminium sort of properties. God, this stuff keeps going on and on. Right, the next thing we've got inside there, which they were doing from our line, was tent pegs. So a pack of 10, which is handy because you've got 6 eyelets, so you've got 4 spare. If you want to use it for, if you want to make an invisized trivet to put in your, if you could put your little tarp down, peg that down, make a small little fire, put your pegs on the floor, put your mug on top of that, and heat a little bit of water up. So you've got that option. Tent pegs, you can't go far wrong with some tent pegs though. Always handy to have along. So this bag just keeps going on and on of what lines they've got in Poundland currently at the moment. Right, for lighting, what we've got an LED camping lantern, a little one here. So again, it's got a hole at the top. You could put your carabiner on the top there, and then a little bit of string, something on there, and hook it up, and it just pulls open. It does take 4 AA batteries, which sit inside the back here. I'll do some overlays. You'll see this, how this works night time and how much light this actually gives out, but I'll just open up the packaging for the first time. And to turn it off, just turn it on again. So nice little nifty. If this puts out a nice little light, this would be quite handy to bring along on there. So little light. Keeping on the theme of the lights, they've also got the LED lights. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 LEDs on the top there. This takes AAA batteries. I do believe it takes 3 AAA batteries. Yep, 3 AAA batteries. And then to turn it on and off, it's just a little push button in the back. But we'll do some overlay footage on this one, and it's a new line for this year. Right, the last sort of thing, we're going to keep on the theme of the camping side of it. They've got their own collapsible water carrier. Yeah, this is food grade, so it's a food grade plastic. Is it? Oh, it's not. It's just the angle I was looking at looked like it's blurry. So this is a food grade plastic, detachable spout, easy filling, on and off pouring nozzle. It holds 10 litres of water, so I wasn't going to carry 10 litres of water down here. That's 10 kilos of water. I said at the start, yes, before the comments come in, I said, if you're going to carry a water bottle, it's not worth carrying an empty water bottle. Morning. So, this is an exception. I'm not out here for a long time, so I do not want to bring 10 litres of water, 10 kilograms of extra weight just for this video for on here. But I will give you some added overlay footage of how this is used and how it feels later on the over top of this video as you're watching now. So we've got a 10 litre water container, and then we've seen these before in my other videos. I've raved about these. These are the 5-in-1 camping tool from Poundland. So we'll just get this cut open now and have a quick look. Yeah, so we've got on here, so they call it a 5-in-1. You've got the knife here, which they don't come that sharp. For a pound, you're not going to expect that much. It just looks like a normal grind on there. There's no Scandi grind or anything like that. It's stainless. It is stainless steel, so it's not going to rust. You've got that there. You've got the bottle, the old standard bottle opener. Let's close it up before I cut myself. This one's quite stiff. You've got the can opener on there. We've got a corkscrew, and we've got a Phillips screwdriver, which I can't get up. I'm trying to get my... In which this one here, I can't. Oh, I can. Yeah, just get it out. Yeah, sort of like. So you do have your tools, but for a little pocket knife, if you're just going to get a small one to have a little throwaway somewhere. The knife itself, I'll put it through a few little paces. I've done some shaving, some carvings, and you'll see the footage now of it is actually doing a little job. It's be able to feather some sticks. You can't put too much force on it because it's only a pound, but UK legal. Folds up. It's good. It's got a little lanyard if you want to tie it to yourself. And that's a little knife. Right, moving on for the last couple of things inside the bag. I picked these up because it's a bushcraft sort of style. We like to bring our seasonings and salts and peppers out with us. So this one has got 5 little travel jars for £1. Some small right up to a large one, and they look like they can probably stack inside each other as well. So I'm going to have a look at that now. I wonder, are they like the Russian dolls? Can you stack them for storage? Yeah, on there. So let's get the little one out. Just test these two. Well, they're a screw lid, and it also has a little, oh, that's quite a novel little thing. It has a screw lid inside there, and I've also got another little cap on the top of them as well. So I didn't expect that. So I added a little protection, sort of stay fresh system on there. No. So the answer to my question, they do not fit inside each other. But I do have a nice little bag. I can put them all in, as I've just opened it up from the blister pack. So I'm not going to lose them all. So I could just use them and get my seasoning, salt and herbs and spices in there. Right, because I mentioned, I might cut myself with a knife. Again, Poundland have now got their first aid kits. This year they've actually got plastic things. And they say 16 kits, so it says they get 12 plasters, 1 waterproof plaster strip, pair of scissors, medical tape, and 1 elastic bandage. So let's have a look at this and see how the sort of thing. I don't recommend never going into the woods without a first aid kit. You know me, I've cut myself. I always cut myself with my Laplander saw all the time. Don't know why. This one seems a lot better than last year's one already. The quality of the material seems a lot better. The zipper seems a lot better this time. The scissors still a bit weak on the scissors. But inside our pack, inside the pack we've actually got, it's actually sealed this time. Unlike last time they were all individually. You can see my plasters, you can see my bandages, see my tape, which is quite handy, just there's a few little nicks which you might get out inside the woods. What I tend to do with these though, I tend to, if I do use these, I upgrade them a little bit by putting some added stuff inside there in the way of maybe painkillers, yeah, which speak of the devil. Yeah, and some painkillers put inside there, because I've got a toothache at the moment, so that's why I've got these. But having them all in one place, because the pouch is actually bigger than actually you need to, you've got extra room to put some stuff inside it. Maybe some stereo strips might go quite well. I don't know, Savlon, because there's no antiseptic inside there. Yeah, there is no antiseptic, I don't believe. No, there's no antiseptic wipes. So again, if you're out in the woods, out of the camping, if you cut yourself, yes, you can put your plaster on it, you can rinse it with water, but really you want some sort of antiseptic. So I recommend getting some antiseptic wipes, which I do believe they do sell in Poundland. So if I should have picked them up really, shouldn't I? I should have read it and picked them up. But that's the first aid kit. On the first aid side of it, we've also, because it's this type of season in our country, in the camping section they've got 25 mosquito wipes, mosquito and insect repellent wipes, long lasting protection it says here, lasts up to 4 hours. So what do they smell like? Oh, they've got like you know, you get the DEET smell sometimes. They don't have that smell. It's got a little bit of lemon lime sort of fragrance to it. It says it's a jungle formula or tropical formula. So we'll see those. I'm going out soon somewhere where it is riddled with mosquitoes and midges. I mean, with a scout camp. I'll test them out over there. There are a few flying around where I am at the moment, but it's a bit warm. And they're not biting me. During the course of the day, if they come out a bit more, I'll try it and put it on. See how we get on there. But if I do get bitten or stung by a bee or a wasp inside our camping line, they've also got their insect bite and sting relief cream. This is 100% natural tea tree oil. It soothes and calms. And it's got a tube here, and its tube is 28 grams of the tube. It's come sealed sort of on there, so I don't like to open these up until I need to use them. But would this fit inside my first aid kit? That is the question. Would it fit? Yeah, so it's also inside the first aid kit as well, so that's a nice little add-on into there. So I've got my bite, I've got my sting and bite repellent inside there. All you need now is a bit of Savlon tube or antiseptic wipe, and this will be a nice little pocket kit just to take around, bug inside the dashboard of the car, put inside your kid's bag when they go out. Nice little kit to have in there. And that is it. That is now one empty Poundland bag. This was looking at some the Poundland products and an overlay footage of how they're actually using it itself. Overall, I'm quite impressed with how this sort of stuff is and how it fares. The quality of Poundland is coming up a lot better. I know back when they first started, people used to say, oh, I'm not going to go in there, it's budget stuff, it's not going to work. But actually, yes, some of the stuff is poor quality, we're not going to deny it because it's done cheaply. But when you actually look at it, for hardly any money at all, you can go out and get yourself a fairly decent kit and have a bit of good time. Yeah, I've been using one of these now from Poundland. I've got a black one in the bag. Must be nearly 4 or 5 months now. It's got one little dink in it. But other than that, yeah, a water bottle for £1. You can't really grumble at that. My son's been using these for his canoe bags. Generally, I find these are sort of disposable. After I finish a camp, they don't fold up as easy as they do these. So it's one of those sort of things at the end of the day, can you use them? But first aid kits, you can never grumble at first aid kits. Lights, knives, forks, carabiners. These are all handy sort of things just to keep around inside the bug out kit, inside the car for a small little kit. You can put all this stuff into this little bag and put it inside a car and never worry about it, because you're always going to know you're going to have something in there. You just need some sort of lighting source, ignition source inside there just to keep you going. But that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, put a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Share the videos. That's basically what we want to do. I'm trying to grow this channel, but I can't grow it without you. So if you want me to test things or look at things or do something, just send me a private message on my Facebook page. You can see the description, or just put a comment down below. I try to reply to every single comment what comes through. But that's it for this video. Thank you very much for Poundland. I did buy all this, it wasn't sponsored, but I do have permission to actually do videos for Poundland, sort of come over, but I don't get any kickback or any feedback from them. Well, I get feedback saying, yes, I like that video, but I don't get anything from them, so this is all funded by myself. Coming through, this is all my sort of things, but that's it. That's enough waffle. Get yourself out there, get yourself to Poundland, buy some kit, go outside with the woods. That's it for me. Just remember, it's better to be one with the wilderness than to fight and struggle. So the next video, I'll see you then. Bye for now. And I've got a really cool t-shirt as well, which you'll see on the next video.